right, we're at Electric Forest 2023. It's June 22nd or something like that. We're on day one pretty much. It's Friday, and I'm stoked to be around some amazing, incredible people. We're gonna go around town, around this beautiful little neighborhood, frolicking and interviewing people on some philosophical, deep questions that I find a lot of us don't actually ponder enough or have conversations about enough. It's gonna be extremely insightful and exciting because it's gonna get to the depths of people's core and really I'm gonna dig deep into it. It's gonna be pretty hilarious. I'm excited to see what happens, so stay tuned. Hello, my man. What is your name again?
I'm Robert.
Robert, I'm sorry I forgot your name a second ago. So I was just really thinking, what does death mean to you? What is death?
Death? Death reminds me of I don't know, I think it's the next journey into the next life, honestly. To me, I don't think death is actually death. That's just the definition that they give it. They put it a bad spin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to me, I think death is just the next journey.
Who's they, by the way?
They?
Yeah.
Most people, I would like to think.
Yeah.
I'd like to say, in a societal norm, most people think of death as a very bad thing. To me, I always celebrate it.
Yeah.
You're away from your physical body, so there's no more pain. You're opened up to all the knowledge in the world after that. Literally, the universe is at your beck and call because now you're just energy. You're a beautiful spirit that's about to go and find out all the answers to your questions that you ever had.
I love this.
So yeah.
Dude, have you heard of memento mori before?
No, I haven't.
So it's an old word from ancient Stoic texts. Marcus Aurelius would coin it quite a bit. Basically means meditation on morbidity or death.
Yeah.
So you mentioned celebration. So one thing I do quite often is meditate on death. It's one of those things that helps me bring myself back into the present of okay, we have this finite life here, but this infinite soul, like you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
Yeah,
well, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you, Chris.
So I'm here with Heather, right? I actually know Heather quite well. We worked together a while back on a lot of good stuff. So Heather, we're here at Electric Forest, and I've been asking people some whimsical questions on the state of the world. What was your experience like with COVID? And how did you go through that? What were some major insights or valuable lessons? And what was your perception of it as you emerged out of it, right? Now that it's 2023.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's very different from when you're in it to where you're at now. And looking back, I feel like it was a blessing because I really got to connect with my friends really intimately. Everyone would just come hang out at my house, and it was a really special time instead of going to concerts and things like that where you're you're engaging with people, but it's a little bit harder to connect, be super vulnerable together. So, and that way I think is beautiful. And I also think about all the changes and working from home, and I think there's just a shift in how we think about what we do on a day-to-day basis. And so I think there's more positives than there are negatives. Obviously people died, but it's a part of life. So.
Would you say it's the biggest lesson then is you being able to slow down and really go back to the basics of intimacy, you're saying?
Yes, yeah. Intimacy, exactly, and vulnerability, and just nothing but sitting on a couch talking to each other.
Yeah.
That was the vibe, at least for me. Everyone had their own experiences and
totally relate.
Quarantined and things like that. But
what about the whole idea of technology? What are your thoughts on technology and how that's now that we did have this emergence of coming indoors more, how did that affect you personally?
Literally my job was 5 days in the office, and now I work from home and everything's over Zoom, which has its pros and cons.
That's why we're here in the forest, right?
Yeah.
We're taking the weekend off, moving away from tech.
We have our phones in our hands.
Even though we're using this
working,
technology,
so
and it has its purpose.
I use it for pictures.
Well, thank you, Heather. I appreciate your feedback. Yep, just like that. So now it's just playing with the speed and the wind and all right, I'm with my man. what's your name?
I'm Derek.
Derek, it's Christian. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So what has been your most insightful, riveting experience thus far here at Electric Forest?
I've been here working the art bar. This is actually my first year at Forest, first year working the art bar, and it's been awesome to just nurture people's creativity and take them through arts and crafts and fun experiments like bubbles and keeping them floating.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so tell me about creativity in your eyes. Like, what do you think that embodies as a human? Like, what is like an aspect of creativity? What does that like cause in that ripple effect in your life?
The ripple effect?
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see how watching somebody express themselves inspires you to express yourself. And so just like seeing the chain of creativity and expression through generations of people is just really inspiring.
I love that, yeah. It's like that aspect. I always go back to like the...
Thank you.
Oh, I love that. Look at that. I love that balance of like consuming and creating, like consuming to like know what to create or create that inspiration going onward. What have you been consuming lately, like researching? What has been like your favorite little research thing?
My favorite research? Really, I've been experimenting with like abstract painting lately, and like letting go of control and playing with experiments.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's been really fun to give up any expectation of the outcome and just explore the process.
I love it, Derek.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, my man. Enjoy
Yeah.
the rest of it. May the forest be with you.
Same to you.
I'm with Juniper right here. We're at Electric Forest. We're stoked. Now, Juniper, this is a big question. A lot of us haven't really pondered it because it's passed by our fingertips super quick. But what are your thoughts over the past 3 years since COVID started in your personal life? Like, what has emerged for you? What have you learned through COVID and that experience personally?
Oh wow, personally that's a big question.
It is a
I
big
didn't
question.
expect this big of a question. Okay, well since COVID started, I actually did a lot. I started college and I joined the military. So I made some big changes in my life. I thought it was a good push. You know, you had to be with yourself a lot more, did not really, get to go outside and do all that other stuff. So I thought it was a good time to like self-reflect and just figure out where you want to go in life. A nice little pause, break, look at the overview.
So a lot of experimentation and kind of like, did you go with your soul in those decisions?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It was kind of like, hey, I don't have to look at the outside factors. What do I really want to do?
Oh,
And
okay.
I thought it made it easier.
A lot of internal work. I
Yes,
see. Okay,
yes.
I love that. Well, thank you, Juniper.
Yeah, it was nice.
Stay
meeting you.
groovy. Yes. Stay electric. What's going on, Tyler? It's Christian. Okay, so I have a question for you, brother. What does wellness mean to you?
For me, especially being here for the first time, actually, I really appreciate the moments that I'm going at a pace that feels comfortable for me, whatever that is in that moment. And it's interesting that I was just like really honestly holding gratitude for that when you just came up to me like 20 seconds ago and asked, if I was open to this. And then as soon as you said wellness, like that's really been the message for me this year, is slowing down. for me.
Okay. So it's like that presence, going back to that, is like the true wellness within you.
Breathing, drinking water.
Yeah.
Like I think it's easy to get distracted even in really beautiful, like sacred places like this with beautiful people. Like, I love that you're coming around just talking about holistic healing and how can we be better about it and what that is for us. I think
So
that's
going
what
back
this
to the
is.
basics of presence, and then you mentioned hydration, just
Yeah.
fundamentals of life.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Well, thank you so much. Stay hydrated. Where are we going? What is happening? Hello. That's a monkey. Oh, big time. Big time. We're getting Brandon here.
Deep breath, okay? Ready?
Ah! Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, man. I love it. My brother, what's your name?
Connor.
Connor, it's a pleasure. So I was thinking, you know, we're out in nature, we're among all these beautiful trees. What is nature to you?
Oh man, that's such a deep question.
It is deep, but it's very simple too.
I feel like nature is kind of just the essence of life. You know, again, it's such a deep question, but just the way that, you know, you really ground yourself in the forest. It's really a special thing, I guess you could say.
Yeah? What would you say is like the core aspect of nature that you tend to go back to like find your that feeling that you're mentioning?
I guess just, you know, meditation, you know, pretty much anywhere in the forest, just sit and ground yourself and just like kind of be one with the land, and it's a special experience and just makes you feel at home, I guess you could say.
Yes, Connor. So
Sure.
breathing amongst the trees,
Yes.
which produce oxygen.
Yes.
And you breathe that in.
If you like think about a tree, it almost looks like a lung, the way that it branches out, you know.
Actually, it's true.
So yeah, kind of, you know, we're breathing in what they breathe out, and they're breathing in what we breathe out.
I love that. It's that symbiosis, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I love it, man. Well, thank you
Awesome.
so much for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go. There we go.
Happy forest, y'all.
How's your experience so far at Electric Forest, Heather?
Epic!
Epic?
May the forest be with you.
The forest is with us. Javon, how you feeling, man?
The best sons of
Feeling
God.
good. Yeah! All right, I'm with Jerry, my man at Electric Forest. Jerry, I have a question for you. Okay, what is the core value in your life that stands out the most, that represents your most powerful essence of yourself? Core values. Go back to core values.
Kindness.
Kindness? How did you represent kindness today? Give me an example.
Off.
You smiled when I came up to you.
Yes.
That's good.
Just it's kindness to everybody, right?
Yeah.
Just general being nice to people. I mean, that's what it's about. That's what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
It's about finding your inner peace and just letting go.
Yeah. What would you say is like a form, when you say like letting go, what's a form of letting go in your eyes?
Being open to anything and everything.
So open-mindedness, right?
Absolutely.
Is that related to like like moving away exclusivity and like judgment and those kind of
Yes.
things?
Gone.
Okay.
All gone. When you get in the forest, that's what
Okay,
happens.
now we're getting serious. What does God mean to you?
I don't believe.
You don't believe?
No.
Okay, so what do you believe in then?
The earth.
The earth, okay, which is like nature, going back to nature?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does nature mean to you? We're getting down some depths here.
Being in the forest, feeling the earth beneath your feet, feeling the life within, and feeling the people that come here, they're coming for that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want. They just want peace. You find it here.
Yes.
You find it with the earth, man.
Connecting with people, nature, all that.
Yes.
I love that. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. That's it, guys. Electric Forest 2023 is fun, just talking to random people about some crazy philosophical things. I didn't know where it was going to go, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, just let me know in the comments. This is novel and new on my channel, but subscribe, like, hit that notification bell icon so you stay up to date on further videos coming out. And Javon, thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Heather.
Yes, sir.
Woo!